You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
This morning, Atlanta Public Schools is one of the districts kicking off a new school year. We'll show you how it's helping their employees with child care.
Got a pretty decent start to your back to school forecast, but it will be heating up this afternoon. I'll let you know how hot it's going to get and the full forecast coming out.
And back to school means a little bit more early volume. But first, we got to get rid of these traffic lights that are flashing red in Lithia Springs.
We are kicking off your 11 minutes of nonstop news with your back to school coverage.
Our Liza Lucas is live in Atlanta looking into a new incentive for APS employees. Liza, we're going to start with Ariana Manisto, who is in Cobb County with a look at the inspection process for your child's bus ride out there. Good morning, Ariana.
Good morning, Aisha. Georgia law requires school buses to be thoroughly inspected. It's an effort to not only make sure that these buses are fit for the road, but also to make sure your child makes it to school safely. Georgia Department of Public Safety officers, they annually inspect 20,000 buses across the state. 1/3 of those buses carry Metro Atlanta students. It's a detailed effort performed by 12 motor carrier officers. Now they inspect under the hood, they roll under the bus, they check the lights, the wiper blades, emergency exits, and other vital safety features. Officers, they tell me they do not cut corners. Any safety violation must be corrected before a school bus is put in service and a school bus certificate of safety inspection is issued. They tell me last year, 2,700 buses, they failed the initial inspection process. Now, the officers, they also have a message for drivers. They're telling drivers to change your driving habits now that school is back in session, which means making sure you're driving carefully. You're looking out for kids that may be crossing the street, walking around your car, headed to the bus, and also, most importantly, to make sure you put your phone down. Reporting in Cobb County, I'm Ariana Maniz for 11 Alive.
And I'm Liza Lucas reporting live from Atlanta, where Atlanta Public Schools is trying to get the word out about a special scholarship program for childcare. The district recognizing the high cost of quality childcare and how that can be a burden for some district employees. APS launching a new income-based childcare scholarship, and you can see the info right there on your screen, hoping to reach employees like cafeteria workers, bus drivers, teachers aide, and more. But it's not just employees who benefit. Starla Bailey with Premier Academy tells me this support helps close a gap, helping child care centers sustain high quality care, but at a rate families can afford.
It gives the families access to the high quality services, but then also gives some financial support to the programs as well.
Applications are being accepted on a rolling basis, and you can find out more about this opportunity on 11alive.com.
All right, Liza and Ariana, thank you. That was a look at your Tuesday morning back to school headlines.
All right, we're sitting at 74 to start this school day off. Chesley?
You see how all of you are rocking the sleeves out today? All of you.
Sun's
out. It's a must.
I saw Ariana, both of you. So, folks, that lets you know how you should dress for today right there. You got the ladies with arms out today. Yeah, I know some of you want to rock that hoodie, but it's going to be a hot day. We're starting off on the decent side, I'll say. Even this young lady right here. See the short sleeves right there? Don't need the umbrella at all. It's going to be a hot one out there. Mostly sunny skies will be the call. Temperatures getting up to about 94 degrees for this afternoon. Temperatures right now are running in the 70s for the most part, but we have some 60s sprinkled in, like Conyers. You're at 67. 71 degrees throughout Henry County. You can see from Stockbridge all the way down to Locust Grove, Forest Park, Clayton County. You're at 71. 65 degrees in Noonan. 70 right now in Fayetteville. You got 65 degrees in Dallas, over in Paulding County, 66 in northern Carroll County up toward Temple, 73 degrees Marietta, 69 Mapleton. You go over toward Tucker in DeKalb County, you're at 73, 72 degrees down in East Point. Fulton County. Looking pretty good this morning. This afternoon, that sun will start to bake us a little bit. It won't be as humid, of course. We have the drier air over us working in, and so it'll be decent in the shade, but hot out there in the sun, and a lot of us will feel that if you're going to be out and about this afternoon. Only light winds this afternoon, about 8 miles per hour or less out of the north. Area of low pressure riding along the stationary boundary down here to the south. Got another front that's going to come in, bring us a little better chance for that rain as we get into Thursday. Today, tomorrow, don't have to worry too much about it. Now, tomorrow is a 20% chance for an isolated shower or two, a little better chance for some widespread showers, thunderstorms coming our way by Thursday. In fact, we'll keep that around for Friday at a 40% chance. Mainly during the afternoon is when we'll see that that, and then down to a 30% chance as we head into Saturday. We could use some rain. You can see we're down close to 3.5 inches on the year so far. We need a little bit more. And so Thursday could be that day that we get a little bit more in the bucket, maybe Friday as well, and we'll take that. Until then, let's enjoy the sunshine, shall we? And those warmer temperatures. We're keeping the highs today well into the 90s. Mostly sunny skies will be the call. You'll see a few clouds rolling through once we get into the afternoon. A little bit more in the way of clouds as we head into Wednesday. I think we start off with partly sunny skies, but by the time we get to the afternoon, mostly cloudy skies in some spots. It's only a 20% chance for an isolated shower or two. Consider yourself fortunate if you pick up one on your Wednesday. By Thursday, becoming a little bit more widespread, especially once we get into the afternoon. Some of us will experience some of those hefty thunderstorms as well on Thursday. Friday, it's a 40% chance. Temperatures on Thursday and Friday down into the 80s because of the extra clouds and the rain. 30% chance on Saturday and Sunday, so temperatures will heat back up into the low 90s.
Time now 6:54. Here's what's happening now. We are waiting to learn more about details after a person was shot and killed by an officer.
It happened at a popular shopping area in Brookhaven.
Officers say they were called out to a report of a person armed in the town Brookhaven Plaza around rush hour on Friday. At some point, an officer fired, a person was shot and killed. The GBI is now helping in this investigation since an officer was involved. In Covington, two 15-year-old boys were shot and killed in unrelated shootings over the weekend. Police say one was killed around 4 Saturday morning and the other was killed after 1 Monday morning. Both teens were killed at the Covington Housing Authority along Alcovey Road. 2 suspects have been arrested in each homicide.
This morning, the world is watching Fulton County and waiting on a decision in the election interference investigation. Former President Donald Trump is among the potential defendants. This morning, other possible defendants from Georgia are getting help with representation. The Georgia GOP launched a new website praising the potential defendants, calling them patriots, and asking for donations. The so-called alternate electors are facing possible felony charges and time in prison if they're indicted and convicted.
If they are indicted by the grand jury, I think that they could be part of a larger RICO case about whether or not there was a broad effort to overthrow the election and were they part of that. Fake electors are being prosecuted and investigated in other states, and so I think that would sort of follow suit here.
8 of the 16 fake electors have already accepted immunity in exchange for their testimony. Today, Roswell's Canton Street Task Force will be meeting to talk about potential impacts of closing a portion of a corridor to traffic. That's what bothers a lot of business owners there, saying they'd lose business if that plan goes through. The 7-member task force is set to meet at Roswell City Hall at 6 tonight.
Happening in less than 4 hours from now, we are getting an update on plans this school year for one of Metro Atlanta's largest school districts. Later this morning at 10, DeKalb County's newly minted superintendent will host a news conference and 11 Alive will be there. This comes as Dr. Devon Horton joined the district under some controversy. Many claim the lack of transparency in the hiring process and also with the district facing scrutiny over some dilapidated school buildings.
This morning, we are hearing from the new superintendent for City Schools of Decatur. Dr. Jima Whitaker says when kids are excited to learn, they always do better.
We are ready to inspire each and every child in an enriching learning environment.
Dr. Whitaker says the district hopes to reimagine what schools can do to meet every need of all students. Good morning, Chesley.
Good morning. We're starting off with temperatures, well, in the 80s by this afternoon. In fact, by noon, looking at 88 degrees. We'll have sunny skies out there. We'll see a few clouds starting to bubble up on us once we get into the daytime heating. And so it will be hot this afternoon. Under partly sunny skies, we're looking at 94 degrees for your afternoon high temperature. By the time folks are driving home, getting out of school, maybe getting out of practice as well, temperatures right around 91 degrees by 6. Heading out to the ballpark tonight, 90 will be your temperature by 7 o'clock.
All right, get your phone out if you want to help us with our 11 Alive Morning News Back to School Supply Drive, benefiting Brookview Elementary in Fulton County this year. Scan that QR code. That's going to take you right to the Amazon wish list. We got all tech savvy. You don't even got to go out and go to the store. You hit that list, be delivered, and then we're going to be the host to deliver it to the students.
Can't wait for that.
Crayons, pencils, glue.
All of it.
All
You're
that.
scrolling anyway. Just spend a little money for a good cause. Have a great day, everybody.